Well, let's just cover also what we now are seeing in terms of reports as to what Donald Trump revealed to Lavrov. I imagine it was inadvertent. I think the guy's just an idiot. But, I mean, the idea that McMaster doesn't even feel like he can tell. Well, I don't even think President Trump knew where this was coming from. Like, you know, that seems to me to be sort of pretty basic stuff when it comes to providing intelligence to a president. But so yesterday, McMaster's in his press conference, I guess this was yesterday, it feels like a million years ago, said, that the city that Trump revealed was the site of this revelation was no big deal. Everybody knew the city. Of course, McMaster's didn't say the city. And now, you know, we see from places like CNN why. Here is Jake Tapper responding to that yesterday.
President Trump, in a meeting with the Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov and the Russian Ambassador Sergei Kislyak, revealed highly classified information about this specific ISIS laptop threat. The Post reported that the president, quote, described how the Islamic State was pursuing elements of a specific plot and how much harm such an attack could cause under varying circumstances. Most alarmingly, officials said, Trump revealed the city in the Islamic State's territory where the U.S. intelligence partner detected the threat, unquote. It's the same city. It's the same city that CNN was cautioned not to report. But here's the president's National Security Advisor, General H.R. McMaster, when asked earlier today about the president sharing the name of the city with the Russians.
If you were to say, hey, from where do you think a threat might come from territory that ISIS controls? You would probably be able to name a few cities, I would think. And so it was nothing that you would not know from open source reporting in terms of a source of concern.
Again, this is the same city that intelligence officials say if we told it to you right now, it would get people killed. But somehow we are simultaneously supposed to believe that President Trump sharing this information, the city and more, with a U.S. adversary, Russia, is, quote, wholly appropriate, as McMaster said repeatedly today. That's a term he also seemed to define in terms of if a president does it in the name of national security, it is by definition appropriate.
All right, and look, and here's the point, because there's been more reportings overnight. This is coming from ABC. The life of a spy placed by Israel inside ISIS is at risk tonight. This is from last night. According to current and former U.S. officials, after President Trump reportedly disclosed classified information in a meeting with Russian officials last week, the spy provided intelligence involving an active ISIS plot to bring down a passenger jet en route to the United States with a bomb hidden in a laptop that U.S. officials believe can get through airport screening machines undetected. The information was reliable enough that the U.S. is considering a ban on laptops from all flights from Europe to the United States. We've heard that. Right, that was a story a week or two ago, at least, about the laptops. And so here is the problem. We all may be able to say, "Wait, what 4 or 5 cities in ISIS control would a plot like this be developed?" Okay, maybe it's Ramadi in Iraq, or maybe it's Raqqa in Syria. And maybe it's, I don't know, Dabiq or whatever. I don't know if I can name 5 major cities, but there's 3. But if I was to say it's in Dabiq, the number of people who are probably working in the laptop explosive, find someone who is a British or French or Italian or German or Dutch national or, and send them back to their homeland to take this laptop on a flight to the United States. The number of people in that circle who are aware of that plot is probably I don't know, no more than 20, probably closer to like 10 or 5. And the one out of that group who could be an Israeli spy is probably, a fraction of that. So one has to imagine that that information could very well end up in ISIS's hands. And we could end up seeing that guy killed. So it's perfectly legal to do that, but the implications of it ranging from that guy being killed through to like Israel saying like, I don't know that we should give any more information to the U.S., to every other agency saying we shouldn't give any other information to the U.S. seems to be pretty substantial. And then, Russia, who knows? Russia trades that information. Not to mention, supposedly this agent foiled this ongoing plot with the laptops. Which plan in the future will that agent not foil? And that also becomes, really scary because the one thing, I don't know when Donald Trump meets his end as president. I don't know if it's from the enormous weight gain that he seems to be pursuing, or if it's like a 25th Amendment type of situation or an impeachment. But I do know the one thing that could inhibit that push would be a terrorist attack in this country. That concern, people should keep that in their forefront of their minds. I mean, just you saw how quickly the establishment rallied around the idea of attacking Syria, which posed no threat to us. So you can extrapolate what their response is going to be if there's a terrorist attack in this country, and just keep that in mind, because that becomes a real problem for us, I think, in my estimation. Hey, Sam Seder here. Folks, you probably heard about the whole YouTube advertiser apocalypse. Well, we're suffering from it too. We need your help. If you want to keep this show alive, you want us to be able to still put out clips on a regular basis, head over to our Patreon page. Here's the link right here or down below there. And just give us a couple bucks a month and support this program. Really appreciate it.